What's the craziest relationship / situationship you've ever been in? A few months ago, I used to have this major crush on this girl, Jane.
It's always a Jane.
It's always a Jane. They're never plain. She's extremely gorgeous. But she was always surrounded by her friends, so I never got the chance to approach her. Not that I would have if I had the chance. I'm extremely shy. One of my friends told me she heard from Jane's friends that she's interested in me. Of course, I was ecstatic and nervous, but I pulled myself together and made the first move. It took a while, but when we finally got together, it was amazing. I don't usually open myself to people, and I had begun to lower my guard with her, and she suddenly ghosted me. She stopped answering my texts, my calls, and even stopped coming home. I was worried. I was stressed. I felt humiliated. I'd literally cried in her arms the day before she dipped and said it was about my abandonment issues, no less. Eventually, I got over it, mostly. Here's where things get wild. I eventually met another girl, let's call her Tina, who had the same social circle as Jane. Things progressed and we started dating too. This is when she reveals that her ex, John, had been cheating on her with Jane. I did the math in my head and figured that Jane had been fucking John behind my back, and they'd gotten back together as a couple the day she ghosted me. Tina also told me that he was violent, especially when drunk, and began hitting Jane, yet she refused to leave him. Crazy thing is, John would stalk Tina and beg her to get back together, and I'd have to step in to protect her. I was so scared, but never sit back if I knew I had a chance of stopping it. This was all happening while he was still with Jane. Also, John and Tina would fight over me. Like, he'd tell her to stop taking away his friends, which seemed crazy because I never considered that fugly man my friend. I only say hi to him to avoid seeming snobbish. Plus, he wasn't even trying to be friendly. He would only flirt with me, and I'd laugh uncomfortably. So that made us besties, ? Then, out of nowhere, Tina ghosted me too. A couple days later, I see her hanging out with him. At this point, I was crashing out. I understand losing one girl, but two to the same man, and he's not even that attractive because the entire friend group always talks about how unappealing he is. I was honestly so offended. It's honestly hilarious now, but I would not love to relive that chapter of my life.
Okay,
I'd be
again,
crashing out too if he's ugly.
John must be fucking swinging.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, obviously there is something about this man that keeps the girls coming back, and I can only think of one thing.
There's
if it's not your looks or personality.
Right. You suck as a person. You're ugly.
What else is left?
Got something's going on.
There's
there.
a horse between your legs. Like,
yeah.
he really knows how to move it, and that's the only thing.
Well, yeah, because you lost not one girlfriend, but two.
Yeah, to the same guy. Woof. I do think... Oh, this is gonna sound so mean.
Do
it. I think it's funny that... And sad that he was... that he was, like, crying to her about his abandonment issues, and then she was like, ew. She probably got the ick so bad.
Yeah, I imagine his, like, head is in her lap. She's, like, petting it. She's like, shit. This is actually exactly what I was about to do.
She's like, you know what? Now is as good a time as ever, because if I keep doing this, he's gonna keep crying.
Please just stop crying. Us being like, men should be allowed to express their emotions.
And I mean that with total sincerity. However, if you're in a relationship with somebody, it has nothing to do if you're a man or a woman.
No, because women can give you dick too.
Exactly. If I was in a relationship with a woman and I already was like not in it, you know, I'm already 1 foot out the door, and they lay on me and start crying and being like, I'm afraid that you're going to abandon me, I'd be like, oh.
You should be.
No, I'm definitely going to.
Yeah, you should be actually terrified.
Yeah, you should be shaking your boots. Actually, I'd stand up and knock his head off my lap.
Your intuition is spot on,
yeah,
actually.
You should actually trust your gut a little bit more.
A win for you, actually. Not everyone has such great intuition. By the way.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah.
Never seeing you again.
Kind of sucks. You should probably start dating outside of your friend group.
That seems like a good next step.
Yeah. I remember when everybody used to date with me says that also date somebody within our friend group. But when I was younger, like in my late teens and early 20s, I was in like a medium-sized friend group, but every single person besides me all dated each other in that group. Every single person, including my ex, they all like bounced from person to person. They're like, "Oh, I tried you. Okay, what about you? What about you? What about?" It was like, it was weird. It was a weird dynamic. Like looking back on it now, it just doesn't make sense to me. And I understand that when you have close circles, it's the same way as people who start relationships at work, same thing. Yeah. At work, and because they're constantly exposed to this person, they're building a relationship. Right. You're around this person all the time. So being in a friend group where you all hang out all the time, you're around this person, you're forming a bond with them. So you're like, okay, it didn't work out with this person, but maybe it could work out with this person.
Yeah, and I see how it happens. It's like you're all friends for a reason, right?
You all have
like similar things,
personalities,
you know.
Yeah.
So it makes sense that if you're looking to date someone with a commonality. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, damn, that's crazy. That sounds like what our first guy would have wanted.
Again, another girl crazy about him.
Yeah, just like crank that up. See, I have been accused in relationships about not being like nuts enough because they like do those like little tests to see if it makes you jealous. Like, oh yeah, this person like was totally hitting on me. I'm like, okay. Like, do you want me to tell you about every time I get hit on throughout the day? Because I feel like that's just gonna make you insecure. So I'm not gonna do that to you. But like, okay.
I love telling Quentin that people. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't happen like that often, but when somebody hits on me, I'm like, I got hit on today. And he's like, damn, babe, that's right.
Yeah. Yeah. No, Lee would be like, oh, yeah, like, this person, like, hit on me today. And I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah. It's like, damn, I know I pulled that. Yeah. Hell fucking yeah, I did. That's right. Yeah. I'm like, I want to be with a person that gets hit on because, like, you know, I mean,
see, I like...
That's so superficial.
The intent behind the story changes everything. Like, if you're telling me that because you want to see if I'm going to get jealous...
Yeah.
I am the jealous type, but I keep it inside because I'm also... This doesn't sound good. I know it doesn't sound good, but I can't think of another way to say it. I've taken a psychology class, so, like...
I know how to manipulate.
Yeah. I would rather see, like, how are you going to handle this situation if someone approaches you as opposed to, like, me popping off the handle. Yeah. Because if you're going to cheat, you're going to cheat. Yeah. I'm not going to stop you. Yeah. Yeah, by, like, popping off. So am I fuming and jealous? Yes. Am I going to let you know that? No, because I need to see what you're going to do instead. Yeah. And I don't want to give you that satisfaction.
That's fair.
Meanwhile, me like, why aren't you jealous?
Yeah. No, I like having a partner that is like so secure because it makes me, I mean, I already feel secure, but it makes me feel like more wanted in a way. And I know that's kind of a backward sense because like usually when people are jealous and they're like, oh, he wants me so bad. But like for me, like when I'm like, oh yeah, I got hit on in this bar, and Quentin's like, hell yeah, you did. Hell yeah, you did. Because you're hot as fuck. Yeah. I'm like,
yeah. Thank you. There's like security and confidence.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, I know that you love me, and I know that you like wouldn't do anything. So, and I'm like, that's
green flag. We love a secure man.
I wouldn't. So,
yay. Yeah.
Anyway, I don't remember where we started with that conversation.
I don't know either, man. I got on the train. I don't know where it was going.
I don't know where it got off either because I've had 1.5 beers on a semi-empty stomach.
If you enjoyed that little story, be sure to watch the full episode here.
And make sure you like, subscribe, and all that jazzy.
Jazzy? I see what you did there. Wait, what was that?